Today, we are testing the newest KVD Serum Foundation. This is pretty much a sister to the very popular, very well-known KVD, the Good Apple Balm Cream Foundation that went viral. I think it was last year, but it was the one that was targeted more towards dry skin, and it was the balm version, the cream. This is a new one targeted towards normal to combo skin, normal to oily skin, and it's a serum liquid version. This right here, it's a full coverage serum foundation. $42 US. It's transfer proof with extreme long wear. It's supposed to stand up to sweat and humidity. Love that. It has a pore blurring natural finish, and it's supposed to keep your shine in check instantly. Then they have the Good Apple blends in here that's supposed to give you a seamless finish and easy application every single time. I'm excited. It's noncomedogenic, it's flashback free, 100% vegan and cruelty free. You get 1 fluid ounce, and they're saying 1 pump, you get buildable full coverage, and then 2 to 3 pumps or 2+ pumps, you get instant full coverage. You can use a dampened sponge or a dense foundation brush. I have 2 shades that I picked up. I have shade light 012, and then I picked up light 010. So I am going to apply with both methods, a damp sponge and a dense foundation brush, just to see the finish, if it's gonna stay true to itself. I do have normal to combo skin. That means depending on the season, depending what time of the year, sometimes my skin can be very oily in the T-zone, in the pore zone, and then it can be dry in some other areas, but the rest of the face is mostly dry, so it's not dry or oily. But they also say you have to shake very well because it is a serum foundation. So this is 010, okay? That's 1 pump. It might be more, less. It's a little liquidy. And then we'll do 012. See, inconsistent in pumps, but those are just the very first ones. So let's take the first one, which is 10. Whoa, that is very silky. Oh my gosh, that's like buttery. I want to apply it on both sides and see how it's going to oxidize. I'm going to take number 12. 12 looks a little yellow. 10 looks a little more neutral, but it's lighter. We'll see how it oxidizes. This texture is very interesting. It's very silky. Serumy, not tacky, not sticky. It's almost like the balm, but in a liquid form. So the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. It looks like it's oxidizing somewhat. Kind of feel like we might have to blend it right away. Wow, okay. Yeah, it looks like it's oxidizing to a good point. It's not turning extremely orange. So on this side, let's do the damp sponge. And I'm just using a beauty blender. Should I even use this one? Oh boy. No, let's go with the brush. I have to wash that one. And I'm using the Bobbi Brown full coverage face brush. Wait, is it really setting already? Oh man, I usually never do circular motions, but is this setting that fast? Whoa. Oh boy. Even though it's setting fast, I still have a little bit of workability. Okay, hold on. And I'm gonna tap this in. I mean, that got rid of everything with just the 1 pump. I'm kind of shocked and surprised. Good and bad. This KVD foundation looks very matte, borderline soft matte, but it's definitely more flat on the skin. I would not call this a natural foundation by any means. Like this side, that's my skincare, my skin, my natural skin. You can see it. It looks bouncy. It looks full of life. This side, it looks more flat, more matte, which is totally fine. The pores are blurred. Everything looks pretty good. It's not attaching to any dry spots yet. It's not breaking apart yet. But what I'm really surprised about is how full coverage it is and how lightweight it looks and feels on my skin. That's what I'm surprised about. Let's do the beauty blender side. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. All right, 1 pump. That's how much you get. And it's looking like it's more consistent now with the amount that you get when you pump it out.
Work fast.
Yes, this time I'm gonna work just right here. And I am doing 2 pumps, 1 pump on each side. Wow. And that's with a damp beauty blender. And it's not soaking wet, it's damp. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't think I've ever had such great coverage with a damp beauty blender with a liquid foundation. Oh my gosh. And I don't really prefer a damp blender anymore. I like my brushes for foundation because I think it gives me the most realistic coverage, realistic finish, and texture on my skin. This side, it looks a little more pore-like because of the dampened sponge. You can see it's a little more texture on this side versus this side is very smooth and airbrushed. I'm just gonna keep blending to make sure it gets nice and blended in with my skin and texture. Make sure to bring it around my ears because it is a little bit more yellow, and it does set pretty fast. It does set, but you still have workability, if that makes sense. Wow, I like the brush side more. It's more natural, but still full coverage, and the texture is way more airbrushed. So let me explain again what this KVD Apple Serum Foundation is doing. With the sponge, it's adding a lot more texture to my skin, which is totally fine. But on the brush side, it's more smooth, it's airbrushed, it's more even, but it still looks like my skin. It's not exaggerating the texture, the bumps, the peach fuzz versus the Beauty Blender side. I'm kind of blown away. I'm gonna take my brush and just gently tap the foundation in a little bit more just to get a little bit more of that similar texture on both sides. Don't get me wrong, it's totally fine and it looks good with the dampened sponge, and if that's the method you prefer, but don't knock a dense foundation brush until you've tried it. Huge difference. And even on this side, it's giving me that soft matte, borderline matte finish, not a natural finish. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and we'll be back and do a wear test throughout the day. So everything applied really well on top of the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. The only thing I will say now that it has had time to really set on my skin, I'm not liking it on my forehead right in the T-zone. It looks kind of dry because I do have some dry spots, even though I exfoliate is just a problem area that I have, and around the mouth right here because, you know, that's where I do most of my movements. Otherwise, I still prefer the brush side. Even though I use the brush on the left side on top of the Beauty Blender, it still looks so much better and really noticeable in person, and I hope you can see it on camera that the brush side is still very airbrushed, very smooth. The pores are not enlarged, the texture is not exaggerated versus the Beauty Blender side. There's still, or it looks like I have quite a bit of texture and pores on the left side. Very fascinating. Both sides also feel the exact same. It has a nice soft velvety finish. It's not tacky, it doesn't feel powdery, just a nice soft finish on the skin. I do want to see, I'm going to take a white cotton pad, new one, and I kind of want to give a quick little rub on my skin. Very gentle. Yep, there's transfer. And I was barely touching my skin. Let's do it on this side. It's supposed to be transfer resistant. It's not bad, but it is transferring a little bit. It could be powder. It could be my bronzer. Who knows? Let's move on with our day and we'll do check-ins and see how this KVD Good Apple Serum Full Coverage Foundation is performing. We are 3 hours in and this is what we're looking like. Don't mind my nose. I've been sniffling and wiping my nose here. The foundation looks a little more plump. It's not as matte. And I didn't set the foundation. So this is what the foundation looks like without primer or setting the foundation because it was very flat and matte to begin with. But now it's looking a little more fluid and my face looks a little more textured. It feels good. Like I can't really feel it on my skin. Like with a touch, I can't really feel it on my skin, but I feel it when I talk. It feels a little tight right here and that's where it's breaking apart. I'm gonna get you guys in really close so you can see the texture of the foundation and the skin. You can see that the pores are kind of out and about. It's looking a little more shiny on both sides, but I still prefer the brush side. I think it still looks a little more natural, more soft, more blended in, and my skin, it's not as textured. But the smile lines, they're both broken and separated on both sides, and the texture, it's really visible where I have bumps. And the forehead, it's a little shiny, but it looks really shiny because of the lights. I'm touching it and I can feel the extra oils, but it looks good. It's looking more plump. My face looks a little more alive and awake, if that makes sense. But it's starting to look a little heavy and exaggerated and just a little aged. We have made it 8 hours. I was hoping to get 8 hours in and I got 8 hours in. Put Ellie to sleep and I'm ready to take this makeup off. So this is how we're looking. I think from far away, I don't look bad. I look a little shiny on the forehead. Again, I have this ring light in front of me, so it's a little more shiny just because I have direct light on me. But when I get up close, you start really seeing how the foundation is literally separating and breaking apart on my face. Let me show you. we'll just look at this area right here. It looks dry. It's really cracked. It's separated. But watch this. It's very creamy in texture, and it's kind of slipping and sliding on my face. Not what I expected with a transfer resistant formula that they said is going to be budge proof all day long. The forehead, not great. It's actually really bad. It's oily, but it's dry, and it's cracked right in the center. I'm hoping you guys can see that texture, because that looks bad. So yeah, longevity is not there. Not impressed with the longevity whatsoever. At the very end of the night, from far away, I still prefer the brush side. My texture, it's not as bad and as exaggerated as the sponge side, because it's giving that texture from the sponge. So this foundation, I want to try it again. I think I'm going to try it tomorrow with more of like a gripping primer and see if that works better. But I'm just not liking that without the primer. It's not doing good. It barely made it to like the 8th hour, which I'm actually shocked. I thought it was still gonna look really nice and kind of become one with my skin, and it's not really becoming one with my skin. It's separating and it's exaggerating the texture. I'm gonna end it here. These are my thoughts for now. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see the next one very soon.